I'm Tristram Hooley. I'm Professor of Career Education at the University of Derby. My work is really concerned with two big concepts. The first is career, and by career I mean the individual's progress through life, learning and work, and how people make their way through that life, learning and work. And the second thing I'm interested in is career guidance. So that's anything that we can do purposefully with people to help them have a better progress through life, learning and work. My work links strongly to public funding, to public services and to government policy, because essentially most services that are provided to help people with their career, whether they're in schools, whether they're in public employment services or whether they're in universities, are ultimately funded by government and the taxpayer. So thinking about how we do this well is a really important theme for thinking about how public service provision can be delivered effectively. So it's important for us to think about career and career guidance because everybody has a career. Everybody has decisions to make about how they're going to spend their life, how they're going to spend their time from day to day, what courses they're going to study at university or at vocational college, what kinds of jobs they're going to do. And what we know is that people often find this quite difficult and quite stressful. And what's more, society really benefits where people find their way to the things that society needs. So where we have good alignment between what people want to do and what the labour market needs. And what we know is that often, young people in particular, but in fact everybody, are often not very aware of all the different possibilities that are out there, and nor are they aware of where the real shortages are. And career guidance can help to join that gap, and so it serves both a personal and individual value, but also a social or a public value. So I work in a research centre which is called the International Centre for Guidance Studies. There's about 10 of us and we are involved in all sorts of research that's around career guidance. And that goes from very young people, so interested in how do we support people in primary school, children in primary school to think about careers, right through to people who are perhaps moving into retirement. If I give you an example of a project that I'm involved in at the moment, I'm working on a survey where we're surveying people who are training as teachers, so initial teacher education. And what we're trying to find out is what do these students who are in initial teacher education think about careers, and what do they think about their role as potentially providing help to young people to develop their careers and find their way into work. Because what we hear often is that government is very interested in getting teachers to do more in this area, but there's very little training, or at least we're not aware of very much training. So at the end of this project, we'll understand what initial teacher education provides for people. We'll understand more about what initial teacher education students think about this, and we'll be in a really good position to be able to propose practical solutions about how initial teacher education could be changed so that it takes account of careers education more effectively. So my work, I think, is important for people to engage with because we all have a career and we're all thinking about how we're moving through our life, learning and work. And I think understanding how careers work and also how we can actively support people to have better careers is good for all of us individually, but also good for organisations and ultimately for society. So the work that I do tries to understand how these processes work and then to make practical propositions to teachers, to schools, to organisations and businesses and to government about how these things could be improved.